so Instant Lucas! I'm your host, Lucas. One of the ways I describe myself is the gay Stephen Colbert, which basically means I'm political, but I also have a box full of costumes and a playlist of all the songs I can lip sync to if and whenever someone challenges me to a lip sync for your life, which happens more than you think. Dreamgirls, The Sound of Music, Evita, whatever you want. And I promise with Dreamgirls, I can do it without being problematic. But it is a fine line, though. Like when Countess Luann dressed up as Diana Ross. But we'll let the footage speak for itself. Next Thursday is the final show of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Yeah, I know. The Late Show began in 1993, which is actually the year I was born. I gotta stop saying that loud. But it began when David Letterman moved from NBC to CBS because Jay Leno got The Tonight Show at Renov. The late night wars. Like most wars, they're started by petty white men with too much institutional power. But I gotta say, Letterman really served Kun with that move. It was pretty iconic. But the late night wars in the 90s were so great, they were between talk show hosts. The late night wars of today are between talk show hosts and the first family of the United States. So after years hosting the Colbert Report, Stephen Colbert started hosting the Late Show in 2015 and really hit his stride in 2016. With his humor and his intelligence and his courage, he became one of the most prominent people speaking out against Trump. And he became a light to me, guiding me through as I try to navigate how to figure out this very unpredictable career of wanting to be a late night host. And especially this dark time that we're living in. But with that being said, if Larry and David Ellison, the men who own or will own Paramount, CBS, Warner Brothers, HBO, CNN, TikTok, and so much more, if they see this, I want them to know that I am far cheaper and far dumber than Colbert, and I will do anything for a paycheck, okay? So let's talk, handsome. I'm talking to you, Larry. Stephen Colbert is an idol of mine, but not like in the golden calf, Old Testament kind of way, or that fugly gold statue of Trump in Florida. Stephen Colbert is a Catholic. He doesn't like false idols. I just really like him a lot, and I love watching his monologue every morning as I eat my breakfast, watching it on YouTube. I am part of the problem. But as my mom will point out, maybe it is good his show's ending because maybe I should, get a normal job where I have to be in the office at 9 a.m. But no, I need my mornings. And also, now I get to watch Kimmel. Stephen Colbert and I we both love Tolkien, so I'm very happy he is writing a new Lord of the Rings film. Every Tolkien fan has a script that they would write, and most of us have the time to do it because we're not bogged down with things like parties or dates. And mine is, I think, a multicam revolving around Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. It's like 2.5 Men, except the elf and the dwarf are fucking. You got hunks, twinks, bears. I think it hits all the demos. So as Colbert explores Middle Earth, I, along with many others, will figure out the future of late night. But I do have to say, I've been hosting the show for 4 years, and people still call it a podcast. But you know what? There's a microphone, we're recording. What the hell? Let's call it a podcast, okay? Maybe that's the future. I know many of us are feeling the impacts of rising inflation, and actually, there are a few black hearts in here. Wrong crowd. But if you are one of those few people in here feeling the impacts of inflation, know that your president really cares about you.
I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody.
Hi. I always forget how hot he is. And he really commands the camera when he's not asleep. Congressional Republicans are helping Trump solve this affordability crisis by spending $1 billion on his ballroom. Technically, it is for an East Wing modernization project. It must be paid just for security upgrades. But it's kind of like when I asked my mom for cash to buy groceries, and I used it to buy Molly gummies. Technically, I do eat them, but come on. Despite the incredible unpopularity of the ballroom, Trump is planning on building a 250-foot arch, which may cost over $100 million. Washington, D.C. is my hometown, and the monuments are a source of pride for that city. So, that arch is just so insulting. I haven't seen a presidential monument so devalued since I threw up on the Jefferson Memorial after prom. I mean, it was Jefferson. I don't think it was Lincoln. Who cares? And speaking of Lincoln, Trump is renovating the Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool. He's spending $13.1 million to make it look like a pool that belongs at Sandals Resorts. And he's paying a guy who renovates all his pools and his golf clubs. So if he's spending this money, he might as well add a swim-up bar to the pool, right? We all love one of those. And knowing Trump would be a cash bar, and based on FBI Director Kash Patel's behavior, we'll recoup that money in like a month.